One, two, three. Welcome back to another episode of Hot Takes, Hotter Mistakes. I am your host, Mateo El Tapatio. So today I got to go on another rant. And again, it's something I see on the internet and the social medias to be more precise. And the thing that makes me upset is this is the same turd. It's just got a little bit of powdered sugar on it. Okay. This thing has been around forever. Okay. And I'm going to tell you a couple of stories of how I got almost wrapped up into these same type of schemes. And what I'm talking about is the get rich quick scheme. Okay. And it's everywhere now, right? Now, if you're one of these people that sell these, I'm sorry, I'm about to shit on your sugar cookie, but it just bothers me. And you might ask yourself, well, Mateo, why does it bother you? Well, I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of. I don't like promising people shit that I can't deliver. So when I see other people doing it, it just gets me angry. Maybe it's because I'm old. Maybe I have a little bit of life experience. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it just bothers me. Okay. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like this. Well, hello there. How are you? I'm just enjoying my breakfast on my private plane. I don't know where you peasants eat your Pop-Tarts at, but this is it for me. I don't even fucking fly anywhere. I just sit here and eat breakfast. Now, do you want to make $70,000 a month? Join my course, subscribe, and I can tell you how. Now, we won't get into the semantics, but it does work 70% of the time. 70% of the time, it works 20% of the time. So give me a follow, join, and if you join now, I'll give you just my top tip for how to make money. So don't wait. Start today. Or how about this one? Hey, you're probably wondering how I got this home. Well, let me tell you. I'll tell you as soon as you sign up for the course. But to be honest with you, it is well worth it, okay? And it's only 16 installments of $9.99 a month. And I can guarantee you that you're going to make me money. You're going to make the team money. You're going to make money, okay? And all you have to do is just sign up for the course. It's well worth it. You can get in the chats and see what everyone's saying, and it's worth it. And if you sign up today, I'll tell you the top 3 tips on how not to be an asshole. Okay. I know that's just me, but listen, they're about the same thing, all right? All right, before we get any further, I do need to bring up this week's sponsor. Is your meat dry? Does it need a little tenderization? Look no further than Nub's secret sauce. You gotta slap the meat. All right, where was I? So yeah, anyway, it's crazy, man. They're all over the place, right? And the wildest one that I've seen that I saw today, and I shit you not, you can go look this up. There is now a course, a seminar. I don't even know what you want to call it. Okay. I call it fucking wild. You can pay as a man, or maybe, I don't know. I don't know what you want to call yourself if you're paying to go do this. But anyway, you can pay $16,000 to go become an alpha male. Yeah. I'm not shitting you. You can literally go look it up. There's people, they're paying $16,000 to go become alpha man. Okay? Let me tell you something, bro. You give me $1,000, I'll kick you in the gonitos, and I guarantee you're going to be just as satisfied afterwards. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what? Maybe I'm just jealous. That's what it is. Maybe I'm just jealous that I haven't came up with an idea where I can people out of their hard-earned money. Maybe I was born different. I've never been able to do that. Is that a flaw? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe that's why I don't have that beautiful house, and that's why I eat my Pop-Tarts in my underwear. I don't know. You tell me. But it's crazy. But I will tell you, like I said before, this is nothing new. like this whole idea of I'm going to sign up for something, or some dude's going to tell me a secret, or someone's going to give me this little code that's going to unlock everything, man. I'm going to tell you something. Life doesn't work that way. Unfortunately, I wish it did. If it did, we'd all be walking around with dollar bills hanging out our buttholes. But it doesn't. You know, I remember when I was probably in my early 20s, maybe, probably 20, 21, you know, working a factory job, you know, like I think at the time I was making like $5.25 an hour, maybe, working like 7 days a week for months on end, you know. So I was looking for that quick get rich quick scheme, you know. And back then we didn't have social media, so I had to resort to the Waco Tribune newspaper to look for jobs. And one day, man, I was flipping through and I saw this ad and it said, "Come make tons of money. Be your own boss. Make a passive income." Any of that sound familiar? That was fucking 25 years ago. Okay. So I got excited and I'm like, you know what? Baby, put on some extra pork chops because I'm fixing to go solve all of our problems, right? So I head down. It was downtown Waco in one of the old buildings, if you've ever went into downtown Waco, and show up, and it's this little space these people had rented out, right? And there's a whole bunch of people in there. And some dude's like, "Hey, you here for the job opportunities?" You know, it's always that little spunky fucker. And I was like, yeah, I'm here for the job interview. He's like, "All right, well, come sit over here, and I just got to ask you some questions. You know, we're doing a screening process right now." I'm like, "All right." So I sit down, and he asked me a bunch of stupid questions, and I gave him probably some stupid answers. And then afterwards, he's like, "You know what? I think you're going to make it to the next round." And oh shit, I was so excited. I'm like, "God damn it, I made it to the next round." So anyway, they interview all the other people. There's tons of people there, like I said. And then they stand up and they're like, "All right, everyone come into this room over here. If we call your name, you've made it to the next round." I'm like, "Oh boy, fingers crossed. Baby Jesus, let him call my name so I can make it rich, so I can be my own boss." So they go through the list and they call names, you know, and as they're calling names, you can tell some people are excited, some people are getting sad. So they get through the list, and of course they call my name because I'm amazing. And he's like, "All right, everyone else, I'm sorry, thank you for your time." And these people were like visibly upset because they didn't get the opportunity to, you know, make huge amounts of money. So I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, I'm really excited. You know, it was the first time I've actually had an opportunity like this. And then he's like, "All right, we're going to split y'all up in groups. And so you 5 are going to come with me." And I was like, well, he seems like he's got his shit together. I won't follow him. So we all sit around this little table, right? And he's like, "All right, get ready." He leans over, and then he pulls up a rope and a knife. And I'm like, "Oh, sir, excuse me. You haven't even taken me to dinner yet. You're not tying me up yet. At least buy me a soda first, okay? Soda pop." And he's like, "You ever seen a knife cut a rope like that?" And I'm thinking, well, yeah, dumbass. I grew up in the country. We always cut ropes like that. Okay. So he's like, "What about this?" He grabs a Coke can. Cuts through the Coke can. You ever seen a knife cut a can like that? What? Then immediately grabs a tomato. He's like, "Look, it's still sharp." And I was like, what do you fucking do? It's a knife. It's supposed to be sharp. Anyway, so he goes through and shows us all these little knives and scissors and everything. And I'm thinking, oh, Lord, this dude wants me to sell knives. This isn't a job opportunity. It's an MLM. Even at a young age, I knew what that was, right? So, yeah, he's like, shows us all the knives and everything. And he said, "Now, thing is, before you get started, because you're going to want to do this demonstration that I showed you, this cool demonstration, because that's going to get people to really want to buy these knives." And I'm like, "Oh, had a rope in front of me and it doesn't do shit. Didn't tickle my fancy at all. And I'm like, all right, he wants us to buy the knives. So us 5 buy, fucking $1,000 worth of knives, and bro just made some money. Oh, so that's the scheme, right? You get people to buy into it so that it makes you money. And then they're going to go off and get people to buy into it. So it makes them money. It's not about using the knives, right? It has nothing to do with the knives. Same as the shit you see on the internet. So yeah, needless to say, I didn't sell the knives. Actually, I should have just stood up and said, "You're full of shit. Your knives are stupid." But I didn't. I just stood up and I was like, you know what? All this excitement, it got the old bladder rattled up. So I need to go to the bathroom. And so the bathroom and just went downstairs, got my car and left. A little bit of a disappointment. Yep. And you know what's funny is it wasn't 6 months later and same shit. Some ad, or I don't remember if it's ad or no, I think it might have been at the college I was at. Maybe a little flyer with a little number on it. It was like, you want to make some extra money? Like, yeah, sure. So picked one off, called the number up, if I recall. I mean, it's been 25 years. I don't remember how I got in this situation, but it was something stupid like that. And I called this number up, and this older guy, sounds like, grandpa. He's like, yeah, you in college? I'm like, sure. And he's like, would you like to make some money to pay off your tuition or possibly even not even have to finish college because you'll be making so much money? And I'm like, my little dumbass was like, sure. He's like, why don't you meet me down at the Dairy Queen? I was like, okay. Back then, we didn't care about stranger danger, so I was just like, well, we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not a game I had the weenie. Anyway, so I show up, and there's a little old man and a little old woman sitting there, right? And he's like, let me buy you a burger. I was like, all right. So he orders the food and everything, and he's like, you have stomach issues? Like, 21 years old? I don't think so. He's like, well, I have this product here. And he reaches over. This helps with gut health. This helps digest food. This product is amazing. You're going to see this product everywhere in years to come. And it all just come flashing back to me. I was like, Jesus, how do I keep falling for this shit? So I just kind of nodded my head. I was in college. I was used to eating like one burrito a day. So I went along with it. It's a good hamburger. It was Dairy Queen. But I went along with it and listened to his spiel. I did take the pills, which was probably stupid. I mean, fuck. Who knows what was in those? But yeah, I just told him, you know what? I'm going to give this a lot of thought. I read this sounds exciting. I really think this is something I could do, blah, blah, blah. And took off. I never called the guy back. Thank God back then, there wasn't any way to track you down on Facebook or MySpace. Yeah, man, it's wild. Just the stuff you see, the stuff people get into. Just any advice. If I could give anyone advice, it's just take your time, man. Don't get into something that is going to, financially put you in a hole or something else, because it's not worth it. It really isn't. I'm sure that somebody somewhere could find one of these courses or one of these things that actually work. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's a few people that have made money on it. But by and large, most of the people, you're going to end up in the red. Okay, you're not going to get into the black. You're going to be in the red. And if you have a family and you have kids or anything else, it's not worth it, man. I invest your money in something. Put your money into a decent stock or something else. Or take that money and actually buy a real course that's going to teach you a skill. That's what I would do. But even nowadays, you don't even got to do that. You just got to get on the Googles and ChatGPT and the Gronk and all this other stuff. And but yeah, Sorry about that. It just gets me worked up when I see people take advantage of other people. So about all I have today is a short episode. It's a rough week. Had a little surgery in the house. Not me, thank God, but my daughter. But everything's good. But just trying to get back in the spin of things. So we'll see y'all later. Thank you.